G'day, folks. ServiceMate have gone and done it. They've released an app for Android. It's called ServiceMate Lite, and it's called Lite for a very good reason. The first thing to understand about the Android app for ServiceMate is that it is not quite like the iPhone or iPad app. I'm looking at the Android app today on my Samsung tablet. Uh, but coming back to what I was saying, it's not an identical app to the Apple app. The Apple app is fully featured, whereas the Samsung app only allows your subcontractors or techs or staff that use Android out in the field to do more or less their basic job related functions. So, what exactly does that mean? Well, when they log in, they can see their schedule. And as you can see, I have a job scheduled in for Tuesday at 11:30, and I can access a whole bunch of unscheduled jobs that I'm somehow related to. So if I tap into my scheduled job, you can see that it pops open a job card, just like it does in the Apple app. But it is a trimmed down version. And the first giveaway of that is the action buttons at the bottom of the job card. You can see that I only have access to call the client, fill out a form, take a photo, or add a note to the job. If I have a quick squiz through the job card, I can still access the diary. So the job diary is there. I can still access checklists and tick items off as I complete them. I can still access my contact details and jump into a call to that client. You can also use the phone icon down the bottom in the action buttons there to call the client. You can see that I can still see my badges, my current status, category, and PO number of the job. So when I tap Start Job, I can still notify the client that I'm attending, and I can still navigate to the job, skip navigation, or cancel out. I'm just going to skip navigation here. So I'm now checked in. Like I said, you can call from the action buttons. You can complete a form from the action buttons. You can take a photo from the action buttons, but do realize that you can't upload a photo from your device. And you can add notes from the job card. So when you do check out, you can also mark the job as complete or not complete, as you would expect, but it is a trimmed down version of the checkout wizard. So typically you can only add notes. You can't push a job into a queue or reschedule it or assign it to someone like you can on the Apple device. So that in a nutshell, folks, is the ServiceMate app from the job perspective on Android. What else can we access in the Android app? So we've got that job stuff. Again, basic job stuff for your subbies, your field staff that use Android. We can access notifications. So your notifications there, and you can still tap on them and open up the related job, etc. And if you go to the triple dot more menu, we've got a very trimmed down triple dot more menu in the Android app. You can access help, you can log out, of course, and you can access the inbox. So when you're accessing the inbox, the idea is that you can receive network requests via the inbox and convert them immediately to jobs. So, for example, if I tap on this inbox email here, button at the bottom, simply converts that network request to a job. So that in a nutshell is the Android app for ServiceMate. At the end of the day, it does not do everything that the Apple app does. I really want to stress that because I think there's this expectation that it would. We're all surprised here at TradiePad that this is even in existence. I know for one, I've been telling a lot of people, oh, this will never happen. So I'm quite surprised that there is an Android app. And I think it's really cool that you can, jump into a job and do your work on the job more or less as you normally would on an Apple device. So you can do all your basic functions. You can check in, you can check out, you can take photos, fill out forms, add notes. Uh, and obviously access contact details of clients and give them a call. But it is pretty simple. You can also navigate to the job and still notify the client when you're navigating that you're on your way to the job. It is pretty simple, but it's really, really nice to see an Android presence for ServiceMate finally after all these years. Um, Hope is that with next year's release, 2025's release, they beef the app up and maybe do a bit more with it, but we'll wait and see. I'm not going to make any predictions because they've proven to be wrong up until now. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you've enjoyed this brief introduction to the ServiceMate Android app.